Hello everyone. Number 146 branch 7 L2 Euler product. Francis 1. Delta S equal n sigma n equal 1 to infinite to 1 over n at S equal product P 1 over 1 minus 1 over P at S, and P as prime numbers and S is greater than 1, and this is Euler product. And this reason sigma n equal 1 to infinity 1 over n at S equal and 1 over 1 at S plus 1 over 2 at S plus point and equal 1 at 1 over S plus 1 over 2 at S plus 1 over 3 at S plus 1 over 2 square at 5 plus 1 over 5 square plus 1 over 2 times 3 at 5 plus prime number only. And equals 1 over 1 at S plus 1 over 2 at S plus 1 over 2 at 2S plus point times 1 over 1 at S plus 1 over 3 at S plus point plus times point. And point A and point B, and A contains any term of B, any term contains A contains, and B contains any time of A, then equal. This is equal. And equal 1 plus 1 over P at S plus 1 over P at 2S plus point product P. And this 1 plus 1 over P at S plus 1 over P at 2S plus point equals 1 over P at S. Now they're smaller than this and this smaller than 1. Then and 1 over 1 minus P at 1 minus 1 over P at S. This is, and then sigma n equal 1 to infinity 1 over n at S equals product. This is 1 over 1 minus 1 over P at S. This is Euler product. Okay. and parenthesis 2, delta S is not divergence as S greater than 1. And the because sigma n equal 1 to n1 over n at s equal this is. And this graph and this area 1 over n at s, and this area 1 over n at s, and this area integral n minus 1 to n 1 over x at s dx, and this area is smaller than this area. This area is great. Then this is okay, and this calculate equal this is. Then sigma n equal 1 to n 1 over n at s is smaller than 1 plus 1 over s minus 1, and I could say and parenthesis 3, 2 square over 2 square minus 1 times 3 square over 3 square minus 1 times 5 square over 5 square minus 1 times point equal pi square over 6, because, and this is divide 2 square, and divide 3 square, and divide 5 square, and divide 5 square, and this is from parenthesis 1a. This is equal from 4, parenthesis 4, and pi square over 6. And parenthesis 4, sigma n equal 1 to infinity 1 over n square equal pi square over 6. This is Basel problem. And sine x equal x at 1 over 1 factorial minus x cubed over 3 factorial plus x at 5 over 5 factorial minus x at 7 over 7 factorial plus Maclaurin expansion. This is Maclaurin expansion. And x is not there, then sine x over x equals divide x, divide x, divide x, divide x. Then this is 0.8. And more, sine x over x equals 0 equation, this equation, the solution x equals plus minus and pi, n equals 1, 2, 3, sine x equals 0, this is, then this equation, the solution, x equals plus minus n pi, n equals 1, 2, 3. Then sine x equals this factorial and this solution. A times 1 minus x over 1 pi times 1 plus x over 1 over pi times 1 minus x over 2 pi times 1 plus x over 2 pi times point and equals the solution. And equals and this value and this is and this value point and point B and A equal 1 because x close to 0 sine x over x equals 1 and right side x close to 0 and equal 1 x equal close to 0 this value equal a and equal 1 and a equal 1, okay, and then this is and compared to coefficient of x square about a and b. X square this coefficient minus 1 over 3 factorial. And this is x square this coefficient minus 1 over 1 square pi square and 1 over 2 square pi square plus point. Okay, and plus 1 over 3 square pi square plus point. And this calculate, okay, minus 1 over pi square sigma n equal 1 to infinity 1 over n square. And this calculate equal pi square over 6 square minus it is, okay. This is I could say, okay, it's finished.